The Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, the Boogaloo Boys. Members of all these groups were spotted amongst the mob that attacked the US Capitol last month. They're not new, but experts say these anti-government, right-wing extremist organizations have become emboldened in recent years.
And then what happened with the election of Donald Trump in 2016 is there was an empowerment of the movement because they now had a president who seemed to be speaking directly to them and even arguably encouraging, the ideology and even some of the activities.
While his predecessor Donald Trump told the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by, US President Joe Biden has condemned them outright. The White House may also try to pass a new anti-domestic terror law, but confronting hate and extremism will take more than new legislation.
We had a lot of flags when we first pulled up to the chapter. There's a swastika that was actually burnt into the grass.
Ryan Lowry is living, breathing proof that members of hate groups can be brought back from the brink. He joined a neo-Nazi group after leaving the military and eventually wound up in prison. But one day his perspective changed when he got into a fight.
But the one guy that was literally there to help me out, to try to protect me like he did right in the beginning, was my cellmate, a black man, who was literally, punching these guys, throwing them on the ground, pushing them out of our cell, as much as he could.
He now helps others to de-radicalize, and while he condemns all hate speech, he says simply banning groups or individuals from social media platforms isn't a long-term solution.
So what ends up happening when we take away all these different outlets for them to speak and take away our way of even trying to figure out who they are, and then we put them back into that hole again. And what I'm really afraid of is that we're going to start seeing more and more of these attacks.
After falsely claiming to have won the 2020 US election, Donald Trump himself has been booted off Facebook and Twitter. Some members of the Proud Boys and Oath Keepers have even turned their backs on Trump, accusing him of being weak. Even so, the Department of Homeland Security is deeply concerned about the threat of domestic terror in the wake of the Capitol attack. It's warned of a heightened threat environment across the country until at least the end of April. Giles, Gibson for CGTN in Washington.